Yeah.
Is it true that as far as all the casualties, a large amount of the casualties in this war are women, and that, you know, a lot of times the people would kidnap the women, they would sequentially rape them, like every person that was in the, I guess, in the other people's clique or clan would rape the women, and then it would make some of them walk minefields. Is that true? And use them for cannon practice?
Yeah, that thing is happening. During that event, of people were leaving their villages. If you are caught, so you will be raped. And you will even be raped and sometimes killed. So these things that are happening is normal, because the first thing is your life. If they leave you, they don't kill you, and they rape you, and they leave you alive.
They will leave you alive.
So people
is this the north?
the northern are doing the same, because
the south doing that one.
they see you your enemy, because when they come and burn the village and kill you, you'll be taken as a prisoner of war.
Yeah.
You have to go to the jail. If and you are lucky,
They will not kill
they leave you.
They will do something different. For that you don't know your life.
They can even take you to the farm, you know, work for them. Without
Make you
money.
slave. You have to work.
No good place to sleep.
You know what? I don't like the north.
Well, see, let me ask a question.
What is
Now,
it?
I know you guys said the North were lighter, but if I'm not mistaken, a lot of the North is also black folks against black people. Is that right?
I
It's
think.
like it's a black against black type war, right?
Yeah, there are people who being stolen. We can say they are stolen. Some people who are with them, who are in the army. So they are being given a huge amount of money to be used against their brothers.
Oh, because they probably they're kind of sold at the
Yeah.
fact that
Yeah,
it's an easier life up in the north.
Yeah, and some people
better than
are.
being in the south. So they would rather be in the north and kind of look, try to save themselves and fight their brothers than, yeah. So basically, the reason why you guys are here versus other Sudanese boys is because you guys decided to walk outside of Sudan, right? And to this journey, and that's why all you guys were able to come to the United States.
So what do you guys consider freedom, so to speak? I mean, because like a lot of Americans, we take certain things for granted, you know?
Oh, yeah,
what do you consider? I mean, because you could have lived in Kenya and still been free, but you continued to search for something more. What do you consider freedom?
Yeah, the only thing that will help us, American people, they bring us here, and the only thing, if they bring freedom in our land, so that our people can get freedom, that's the only help that we need. Even though they bring all of us who are in neighboring countries, we have not solved the problem of Sudan.
We
We will still come here and we will still make that trouble. We will still feel that we should get our freedom. These are our resources being used now to kill us. Our oil being sold, then they buy the weapon to come and kill us, and they are using our resources.
Right.
So freedom for you is seeing other people free.
Yeah.
You guys are, that's just so noble. It really is. Now,
Go ahead, I'm so good. Go ahead.
I was just wondering, as far as what's going on there right now in your families, like, if there was freedom given right now in Sudan and you guys had the choice between staying here and going back to Sudan and the war's over, what would you do?
In fact, it's something like a dream for us to happen. Because the war has been there in Sudan since 1956, people are still fighting for freedom. Somebody cannot conclude that there will be freedom in the Sudan. Unless somebody have to witness that thing happened in Sudan. Our people have been under slave for this number of years. We have been fighting for that freedom for this number of years. So we cannot say we will go back, we cannot say we stay here. But we still feel that we should have that freedom. Whether we get it by a peace talk or we get it by the war, we should get the freedom. Even though we are here, we still feel that we should have that freedom.
Right.
We feel like to fight in that country.
You feel like your family should have the same freedom, should share the same. So
Yeah.
in a way, you guys kind of feel guilty, right? That you guys get all this freedom and this comfortable life when your family at home in Sudan probably doesn't have food or is going through all this war.
Even though I become here, we stay here as a permanent resident in this country, and our people have a freedom. Even though I will be hearing my relative, my grandfather is still alive, and here they are in a good weather, I will still feel comfortable being here.
They have cows, goat, and everything. Just they are just enjoying good life.
Yeah.
And no problem.
But now when we hear suffering, so we will not feel
But like
comfortable.
now, some of them they are suffering. All of them they are suffering now, and we are just enjoying move up and down, to see different things, and they are there. They are not comfortable. Just bomb. They bomb always. That bombing. So it's not good. That's
Anyway, you know, the same suffering that they are in is still with us. You know, we are still feeling suffering too, because we are here in America. We are working. When you get money, you think of your friend, you think of your parent, you think of your brother who is there. You have to you pay some for the rent, then you have to send some for him.
For them.
So.
But let me ask this question. This is kind of interesting. The birthdays for the Lost Boys. Tell us that story, because I mean, it's a very funny story about the birthday.
Well, it's not that it's funny. It's just,
I mean, it's
different because it's definitely not like us.
But they laughed and made they made it funny how they said
when I found out about your birthday situation, which you're going to explain to the audience, I was really surprised.
Go ahead and tell us about how your birthday is determined.
I think the birthday is varied. You might know the year, because what our father know, they might know the event, the year that you are born. If there is something happened that year, something like earthquake, something like war, something like anger, your mother will tell you are born on a year where this
like
war break out.
Like what happened in September 11.
Or they can tell you are born on September 11,
born
something
on
like
that
that.
day will be known according to the day.
So
And you will not know the month. You will know the year.
Okay.
And you will not know the month. The mother will tell you it happened September 11, which date. So the people who will say with that, they can calculate. So let us put your date of birth should be January the 1st. But the difference should be the other year.
Now, is it true that
Anyway, that was about few of the people, you know. But a lot of the Lost Boys, they don't know their birthday. So when we came to Ethiopia, you know, the teacher has to say, you know, you will be 7 years.
Oh my God! That's why you guys are so young.
People look the same. Even here now, people look the same. You will meet me, you will meet other guy like this. Like now, we are now look the same.
So when the IRS go to Kakuma for interview, so what happened? There were people who were called head caretakers, those who were taking care of the Lost Boys. So they advised us that you people, you don't know your birthday. You have to take January the 1st. That should be easy for you to remember, you know?
Yeah.
So we took it.
That's really cool. I think you're kind of lucky because you get to make up your own age. I feel like being 16.
So when exactly is the birthday for the Lost Boys?
It's January the 1st. This is what we celebrate.
So everybody's birthday
is January the 1st.
Now, how do you have a birthday party? Is it like a big block party? Because you 4,000 Lost Boys who birthday on January the 1st.
And even we had some of the friends who came from a different state to attend our birthday party here in Georgia.
But it's their birthday too.
Yeah, their birthday too. Yeah.
So if they meet it from their state where they are, they come and get it.
Now, what about a cake? Now I know y'all can't have a 4,000 people cake up there. How do y'all eat the cake and ice cream?
Well, first of all, it's not 4,000 that all got together, right? It's like
but
in
it's
Georgia,
only,
it was all
153 in Georgia.
150 here.
Well, how do you celebrate your birthdays in Sudan if you don't know when it is?
We celebrate individually.
I mean, so do you just choose a day and say, okay, every day this year?
Not exactly be January the 1st, but I know it's January, but I can celebrate somewhere in February and invited people my birthday.
But
so
you choose when you want to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah.
Well, how do you celebrate? Do you bring presents? Do you just have a big party? How do you do this?
You can have you can prepare some food, drinks, and you invited friend. So the friend will come.
They give you a present
and give you a
gift, whatever.
prize
so
for
it's pretty
you.
universal.
And people have to have a dances at that time. People have to sing a song for your birthday. People have to give a lot of congratulations for the birthday, something like that. And then later on, people have to go.
If you all had, like, let's say if we could send a tape to all the people, like if you say you haven't seen your mom in years, or if you haven't seen your brother in years, and I said to you, okay, you get an opportunity to speak to your brother or your mom in your native language, each one of you, what would you say? And I want you to look at that camera and say it.
I can say, Shiwabaga Kadilo, you know.
And what does that mean?
That means, how you doing? Are you okay? How you do? How are the people there?
How are the people there doing?
Now, how do you say that?
Shiwabaga
Kiruba.
Chiwabak, yeah, Chiwabak,
Kiruba.
or Loidi.
Already.
Yeah, or
That's the response.
whatever. You know, there are a lot.
Different
You know,
language.
They speak like
within Denga, we have different tribes
So
with
you
a
guys don't
different
speak
language.
same language right here?
It is
speak
very
the
similar.
same.
We speak the same language. Like here back, we hear together. And
There are people who
there are
can
people
say
also,
Loidi.
like Loidi, that's a board also.
the
We
same.
are just the same. Go ahead with it.
We understand ourselves, but the accent of pronouncing is a little bit different. The people who might say this side of the Nile, the people who say other side of the river Nile. So they speak the different language, but they understand. They understand the same language.
Like
But only that the grammatical of the languages are different. But when they put in the book, when they write the same.
Oh.
But what about
that's
the
cool.
food over there, over in Sudan? What do you guys eat? I mean, because you know, is it
I
like
wanna
here
try
where, I mean, is it like here where you can go to McDonald's and get you some burgers?
We have
and fries?
You guys don't have any
Or
fast
is
food
No,
it, I mean,
we
here.
I'm
have
thinking
the-
maybe a little, or do you just go and kill a cow and you just freshly clean?
Yeah.
You guys eat much meat, or? I mean, because how do you get your meat crops? I mean,
How do you get
if-
your protein?
Yeah, we eat goat meat, cow meat.
Cows, yeah.
So we normally have what they call. There is a place where they can kill they till the food, they till the meat. Then you go and buy the meat, or we have a guest.
There's
You come
butchery.
as my guest. I have to bring a goat and kill.
Oh.
Then it has to
Like
be
when
prepared.
maybe if I go to Sudan with you guys, they have to, you know, they welcome us, they kill a goat or a cow.
Cows, yeah.
I mean, how
Fresh
y'all-
meat.
You know?
how do y'all
Fresh
wrestle
meat.
that cow down? Because I know y'all ain't got no.
And all people will
machinery
come
They-
and
they-
We have
Do you
knives.
bow and arrow?
No, no.
we have some,
People
we have knife, we
kind
have
the
what is
cows
called
and
axe, you know
slaughter.
axe?
I mean, it's what you
They
just go
used to
take
cut-
one
No,
slice.
no. Yeah, you have to kite the cow. Like we four or we like this. We can,
so a group of people-
kite.
they want
Okay,
to-
question. Have you guys done this before? Like killing the cow or the goat for food? For
Yeah,
mom
yeah.
to
Because
cook?
I can
Yeah.
imagine that cow
I
kicking
kill the
somebody's
chicken.
butt.
I kill the chicken.
Oh, really?
but it has to be tied with the ropes.
Oh, you have to tie it with the rope.
Different people have to come together and tie down the cow, and they have to be slaughtered
Wow.
with a knife.
Yeah, with knife.
Or-
And that's not you alone.
But let me ask you a question. Do you guys think, from your struggle, and especially when you hear people say, I'm an African American, and you hear that statement that a lot of black people, black Americans use so loosely, does that ever, like, kind of do you guys look at them and say, no, you're not. You've never even seen Africa, you know? Do you guys ever think that in your mind?
That's a great question. Yeah.
Tell me, I wonder, because I heard that, Africans actually took offense because, and I can understand because a lot of black Americans have a lot of liberties that we take for granted and we look down on Africans and people of Somalia.
Yeah.
A lot of us do it. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
And
I-
you guys take offense to that.
Like, do you feel that the black people that you meet here, do you consider them African?
Like your brother?
Your
Yeah,
brothers?
in
or are
fact,
you like, no,
no, we
they're...
look
Yeah. And we told they interact with us, the way they behave to us, we feel that they are African. Because their history, what we see from the TV and how they make their struggle, we
It's the
really
same
have the
thing.
same that feeling, and so we feel we
Like, excuse
We
me,
are
like,
together.
like some of American, yeah, black American, the way we see them, we have people there also in like they call in Sudan they call Nyanyam Zande. Zande look like you guys,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same like this.
yeah, like
they
you.
look like you.